Regarding license plates, you were doing the annual story of
the rejected one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greetings, Clam Conquistador.
Clam Conquistador. Huh?
One time I was at a 24-hour fitness, was walking out to my car, saw a Jeep Wrangler with a personalized license plate that read Gym Nazi.
J-I-M or G-Y-M?
G-Y-M.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Jim.
That one's already taken.
Jim Nazi.
So you said last week that CKNBUTT, chicken butt, was rejected?
As reported by the Morning News, yeah.
But he found it odd that something with the word Nazi in it was accepted, but not chicken butt.
You got to do like NA5I, or they letting just Nazi go by.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Apparently they did let Nazi go by. And he says, P.S., this is from DF Lance, P.S., I have an anchor word that I'd like y'all's thought on. Do you know what anchor words are?
No.
Apparently they're like a word that is always paired with another word.
Okay. Oh, like a gaggle of geese. That's a count word.
Well, he says...
Well, yeah. Give me some examples after this one.
Yeah.
Blake.
He says sleuth. He says internet sleuth. I don't hear sleuth with any other word.
Yeah, I read that email, and I don't think I agree with that.
You don't agree with
that? I don't
that?
think that passes the test.
I've heard sleuthing.
Yeah.
But almost sarcastically every time.
Yeah.
What about the word scantily? Now I'm going to some different ones.
That's a good one.
Yes, he says you only hear it in the context of being someone being scantily clad.
My sandwich has very scantily applied cheese.
You just don't.
Like more.
No, you don't hear it. We have a million of these.
Ensues.
Well, for a while we were saying ensuing kickoff was the only time you heard that.
That's on there.
But if you say the word ensues, what comes before ensues?
My first thought, ensues. I'm going with Frankel and Frankel.
Okay. It's a good thought. So maybe we'll reject this one. It's he says hilarity ensues.
Ooh, hilarity ensues.
Mayhem ensues.
Yeah.
Chaos ensues.
And then what word, Logan wants to know what word always follows the word assless?
Chaps.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of...
Yeah.
What else is
Which
assless?
is
Right, it's the definition.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Chaps are by definition assless.
Right.
There
Or
are
if
no
you look at,
assed chaps.
It's an irregardless situation.
It is.
You know?
My dad will still use you regardless.
Maybe white women from the...
Yeah, Kate Moss.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
my wife.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Badass.
I like what you got
I'm
there.
trying to help.
I have a real quick one on that same thing. I was doing a little word homework with the daughter the other night. The word quits. Quits. And she's like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, well, it's like quit. You really only use the word quits as in call it quits.
Or like
He quits.
He quits when he quits when
the action
gets
of doing
mad.
something.
So yes, I did explain it that way, but if you try to use quits, like it just feels like okay, you would have the word quit. Why would they just put the word quits on there as a plural? It just seemed weird to me. You don't often, the way even you just said it, you would not often say like, "Oh, he quits," when that's not something people normally say.
If you put a gun to my head and made me break down a sentence like a fourth grader,
Diagram.
oh, you're shooting me that day.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
No, that's gone. I also kind of think like just as a society, we don't care about that anymore.
That slaps.
Like grammar Nazis are almost just gone. Nobody cares.
Things are different.
Like I really thought it was gonna mess me up that I can't do effect. It doesn't.
You
Nobody
still
cares.
get the petty your
Yeah.
That's easy.
correction.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, that's an
Oh,
easy
yeah.
one.
Yeah. I don't have to Google it.
Got a Roseanne. Oh, you know what?
Isn't affect just the A one is the verb, right?
Yeah.
And the E one is the noun.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Did I throw a,
I'm so proud.
Hell
did I
yeah.
throw a Roseanne picture in there for you, Rob? I think I might have.
Yeah, there's one in the folder.
In the prime of her life.
So Ben has submitted Bob Huggins as a Roseanne. Has that been on the list?
The Cincinnati coach?
Yeah.
But
But
yeah. Bob Huggins is a Roseanne.
yeah. So do you want to tell the boys?
Yeah, I mean it's very amorphous. But I think that Roseanne, especially like at the peak of Roseanne, had a very specific look, and my grandmother looked a lot like that.
Apple-shaped bob haircut.
Yeah, the hair, this jowly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there can't be Roseannes of other races, but so far I've only found about the white ones. My Steve Bannon is one I use a lot. The Republican guy. There's a lot of them out there.
Travis Tritt, Ricky Lake, Vince Neil, John Goodman, Donna
What a list to be
Kelsey,
on.
Tim Curry,
Greg-
Kelly McGillis, Holly Rowe, Michael Moore, Brian Kelly, Mike Leach.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, the wrestler. May I submit Greg the Hammer Valentine?
Submit it to the record.
So the
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So the thing I put in there, Rob, was actually from today in Twitter, but it is someone has created a website called theroseannebar.com.
Whoa.
So we've decided to name, like, if indeed you are, there is a line somewhere,
it's
Hey,
the,
Kevin James is not on
and
the
if you're
Roseanne
above it,
list.
you have surpassed the Roseanne bar. Okay. So yes.
yeah.
So if you go, this has to be just. I mean, Jake invented this.
I invented it, I guess, but Ralph is the one who bought
But-
Roseanne Game.
Dialed up. It's an actual website, theroseannebar.com,
Oh, okay. I
where
thought it
you
was-
can. Yeah, it's not just a screenshot. Like, it's a real thing where you can put in your own celebrity there. Submit the form to help us with ideas to grow our list of possible Roseannes. We will.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done, and I love it.
Yeah. So submit your celebrity to theroseannebar.com. The Roseanne Bar scale.
Oh man, yeah. There's a leaderboard tab, and it says "coming soon."
Oh no.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're favorites. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, that makes me happy.
I have one email.
Okay.
This says, "Hey Blake, I think I've discovered a new Jake crutch.
Ooh, these are always fun. We don't hear so much about Blake's.
Please review last Friday's episode for blank."
Okay.
So I did.
Like a crutch phrase?
A crutch phrase.
Where else do you use the word crutch?
Well, whenever you
Yeah, I guess
okay,
crutches,
single
but
crutch. Yeah, that's
crutch.
kind of like quits. Yeah.
crutch phrase.
And I think this guy might be onto something because I found 6 of them.
Oh, this will surely not wreck my confidence for the rest of the day. Like,
Yeah.
So let's see.
The other option where we just go to dinner and people have 2 to 3 drinks for 2.5 hours would way rather be at home by myself. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Your industry may be dying because none of you understand math. Why don't we try? You know what I mean?
Weight and gravity and
Know that it's about psychology and the brain functions. Where, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't really do anything but work and family. They didn't really have, like, a hobby. They weren't into music. My mom was into John Wayne. You know what I mean? Aging like a fine wine as far as just
Some
like
people
as
don't
a-
know what you mean.
An auteur, an artist.
true.
You know what
It's
I mean?
nice to
Is this gonna hurt you?
Be's perception of reality onto it and be like, I bet he's thinking about all the like stuff he could do better in his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are times where like they run zone read and there are 4 guys running with one or the other of them.
you know what I mean?
Whether it's Lamar's keeping, you know what I mean? Like
know what I mean?
they were keeping score and lying because he also didn't have 5 bogeys.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have to be able to have
Last
figured
one.
out like this guy's not gonna throw the ball if it's not open.
You know,
You know
what
what I mean?
So good catch.
Well, we always said yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's a positive.
yeah.
It's good conversationalist.
We're-
You're
we're yes
engaging
and
with
guys.
the people you're discussing with.
We're yes and guys,
Getting
though.
feedback, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
He just said, you know.
You understand.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?